Hello everyone. I am going to share with you a translation from endangered language that was spoken around the region here for hundreds and thousands of years. It's called Hunkaminam. I'll introduce myself that way and I'll give yourselves a traditional greeting. Swale, kʷikୱəљ hedahol tanasqui tlitzanach Kwikwetlem tamach Osiem tisiet etonalton e machneten ami sep quilum e Kwikwetlem tamach. Good day, how are you all? Kʷikୱəљ is my traditional name, Ed Hall is my English given name. Honored friends, relatives, and visitors, welcome to the ancestral unceded lands of the Kwikwetlem people. Hi Sepka, thank you all. I'd just like to be able to share a couple thoughts about things that have been happening and things that we can do going forward, on these times that are very, very unprecedented, and we know that we've been aware of for quite some time now. At the same time, there's been very recent discoveries at different schools across the country, and it's been known for a while, and the Truth and Reconciliation Commission had to hear a lot of stories from survivors of the residential school systems, and what they heard there was a lot of the stories and things that the survivors had experienced and were aware of, that grave sites were at some of these locations, and they're now being located now as we speak. And the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, it was chaired by the Honorable Murray Sinclair, who was a Manitoba MP back in the time, and Justice branch, and also chaired by Dr. Marie Wilson, and also commissioned by Dr. Marie Wilson, and also Commissioner Wilton Littlechild of Alberta. And those are references that if you did a research on their names, you'd be able to find out about the TRC and all the information that kind of helps you to come to know a lot about the residential school systems that were in place. And the Kwikwetlem First Nation website itself does have these very same references that I've mentioned, and there are other things out there. Through the Tri-Cities, I've come to know a lot of people have made references to where they can find information, and their friends can locate all these different website links to be able to get educated on what it is about the TRC and the residential schools. I'd like to acknowledge everyone that is making an observation to July 1st, which has been for a long time, since 1867. We've recognized it as since Confederation, and more recently years we called it Canada Day. I just want to let you all know that Kwikwetlem First Nation does not observe Canada Day anymore as of the year 2020. We made a significant achievement last year. We reached our land code, and so these lands that are under the Kwikwetlem jurisdiction are actually now governed by ourselves, and Canada has signed off on that we are the absolute caretakers of our land now, and it's still a work in progress. It does take some time. In some situations it could be years, but July 1st, in years past, it used to be a really, really fun thing to observe and partake in. But going forward, Kwikwetlem and myself, we are doing what's called Kwikwetlem Day, and that's to observe our land code achievements that we've made, and that was very, very significant because it's something that we had been working on for a little while. And what it does is it helps take us out of about 25% of the Indian Act. There's a lot of paragraphs within the Indian Act that where we're overseen with the lands and the management and everything. And what we've done was made a big gesture to actually step away from that. and eventually we'll be able to be completely self-governed, and but that's going to take some time to be able to do that. And so July 1st, I acknowledge everyone that does celebrate it, but please do think about what it really means in the country that you call Canada. I myself am a firm believer that everybody can make a good move in working together, walking side by side, and reducing racism and everything else that that society does not want to see, and especially other world's eyes, countries around the world that are watching us, and it's a shame that we're under the spotlight for this really dark blemish in our history, and we hope to be able to work together in moving forward to try and help right some of those wrongs, and really make a good positive impact for our future generations. The future generations is what we are trying to set the table for, to be able to be self-sustaining, and be able to have a much better world for themselves to live, work, and play in than what's going to be if we all keep carrying on how things are being carried on now, and we have to make things better, and to get to better we have to work together, and we don't always have to work together shoulder to shoulder, but we can walk a similar path, parallel, and with a very good understanding, respect, and we can make great achievements at these times in the near future, hopefully, and we'll strive to become a better society all around. It takes about 7 generations to repair harm. It's going to take a lot of work, but it's not going to be really hard work. It's just applying oneself and the groups and the societies all around, making that little extra effort. It's not going to be too hard to do. In closing, I would like to say thanks for listening and thanks for watching. And for references, we have the kʷikwetlem.ca, kʷikwetlem.com, or kʷikwetlem.ca websites for your perusal to be able to find out information more on truth and reconciliation and calls to action. You can find out through the Truth and Reconciliation itself. There's 94 calls to action. Some of them are grouped in order to provide information on certain parts of the whole commission work that was done. I just want to be able to say thank you all. In my endangered Hunkaminam language, it's called Haisepka. Thank you.